Hi, this is Karen and I'm with Paula and we're riding the wave of good fortune. Today we're going to talk about your true path. And when your heart is coordinated with your mind and you're taking action steps towards your goal slide, you really are on your path. That is your path. And you'll know it's your path because you'll have this feeling of resonance and wow, it's working together, and you'll have a real confidence of, I know it's all going to work out. I just need to keep taking these steps towards my goal. What happens though when it's not coordinated, when the mind and heart aren't coordinated?
Yeah, and it's easy to tell. One of my favorite things to do with coaching clients and with people I work with who come to me with a question like, I don't know what to do. What should I do? My favorite way to address that is give them an answer. Tell them, well, do option A. And immediately they'll know whether or not they want to do option A. They immediately will either argue with me or say, yes, that's what I thought. You know what there is to do. And while we talk a lot about what there is to be and to get aligned, doing is important, all right? So we need to be in action, but you know, and you'll feel it. The mind thinks, the heart knows. Now, there's this other thing about the mind also gives you prudence and keeps you in line and reminds you, how to do it well, what things to keep in line, but your alignment of your heart and your mind is what's going to give you those actions to take along your true path.
So even if you've got 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people signing a petition saying this is the best thing for you, and your father's saying you'll be so good at this, you should definitely do this. If your heart's not in it, you're never really going to enjoy it.
Yes, and it's funny because you can say it, you can even walk the talk, you can talk the talk, walk the talk, but if you aren't thinking the same, the world knows. The people know, people around you know. The world knows. The world, this outer intention that's creating and bringing your life, knows whether or not you're aligned. That alignment is the key. So I'm not saying, again, the alignment is the key. You want to do that, be aligned. But the action is required, and the action has to be inside of what you know is true. You're following what's true for all of those. That's following your true path.
And when you're walking your true path with alignment, there is this joyousness. There's this feeling of upliftment, like your soul is supporting you.
A confidence, yes.
And confidence, and really that's when the doors of the universe start opening for you, and the magic really happens. And it's like, we could go through life struggling and trying to fit in with all the stereotypes and all these external pendulums and trying to make everybody else happy, but you know what? The doors don't open for that. And you don't activate outer intention until you have that alignment and you're walking your true path. And then that's really living the blessed life and living the life where you get the magic happening and people start saying, hey, how come everything is always working out for you?
Well, people will start saying, hey, I was thinking about you, I have an idea. People will start saying, you've been on my mind. People will show up that support what you're aligned to and what you're committed to and your true self. Your true path opens up. You take the first step and the next step appears. It's beautiful.
One way that I like to do and what I recommend other people do is set aside some period of time during the week. Say maybe it's Sunday afternoon and you're like, you know what? On Sunday afternoon, I'm going to be on my path. I'm just going to do the things I love to do. and I'm going to want to do everything I do. And just look what falls into that afternoon. And it may be that cleaning the house is what you really, really want to do. But whatever it is, you own it. Like, you know what? I'm doing what I want to do because I want to do it, and I'm on my path, and I'm doing it for me. And pretty soon you might find that you can expand that to all day Sunday, and then all weekend, and then your whole life becomes your path. And let me tell you, that's how I live my life. Everything I do, I say I'm doing it because I want to do it. Even if it's something that I'm like, ooh, I don't know how to do it, and I have some resistance to it, I still am owning I'm doing it because I want to do it, because it's important to, because it's something that's taking me closer to my goal. And because of that, I have a very empowered life. Like, my relationship to my life is one of empowerment rather than one of feeling victimized with a bunch of obligations, and I have to, and I must, you know, to make other people happier, fulfill all these other exterior obligations.
Imagine a full day of doing nothing but what you want to do, and then doing that again the next day. It doesn't come naturally. I'll tell you, my first probably month that I was an empty nester, no kids at home, divorced, all on my own, I remembered calling my friend and saying, hey, guess what I'm doing for dinner? And she said, what? And I said, anything I want. It was so new. I'm like, I don't even know. Just dinner. It was the first time. So imagine doing that all day, every day. And as good as it's going to feel, it's going to be even better because you will not imagine the doors that open up and the opportunities that come with it. You are truly opening and creating a wave of good fortune. Ride it, enjoy it, you deserve it.